Alright, we're going to go ahead and learn how to graph the equation of a line. We've learned about slope-intercept form, and so I have some equations here that are in slope-intercept form. So the first one we're going to take a look at is y equals 2/3 x minus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here so we can take a closer look at it. First thing that I notice here is I notice the y-intercept. The y-intercept in this problem is -1 or the -1. So that tells me there will be a point at that y-intercept. So I'm going to go ahead and put that point right here on the -1 because that's my y-intercept there. So I have a point now to start with. So I'm going to start graphing the line from that point of the y-intercept. And so what I do is I take a look at my slope. Again, my slope is here in front of the x. This is the m in the slope-intercept form equation. And my slope in this problem is going to be 2/3. So what that means is I'm going to go up 2 and right 3. So I'm going to start at this point. I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to go right 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how I get that point. I could do that again. I could go up 2, and I could go right 3, 1, 2, 3. That gives me my 3 points to make my line. I also can do the inverse of going up 2, right 3. The inverse of going up 2, right 3 is going down 2, 1, 2, and going left 3, 1, 2, 3. If you take a look, when I go down 2 and up 3, I end up getting a point that falls right in line with that. And so here is my equation. Here is my line for 2/3 y equals 2/3 x minus 1. Okay. So that's a positive slope. Let's go ahead and look. Let's go ahead and look at a negative slope now, because that was a positive slope. Let's go ahead and look at that was a positive slope. Let's look at a negative slope. So again, I have my equation here in slope-intercept form. So I notice here that my slope is -1/2 because that is in front of the x. I notice here that my y-intercept is a +2 or a +2. So I'm going to, again, start there. I'm going to find the point. I'm going to find the y-intercept of +2. So here is the y-intercept. Here's the y. So I'm going to find +2, and I'm going to put a point right there. So that's where I'm going to begin. So now I take a look at my slope. My slope is -1/2. So I'm going to follow that. This means -1/2 means I'm going to go down 1 and right 2. So I'm going to find that y-intercept point, and I'm going to go down 1, right 2. And I'm going to make another point. So from that point, I'm going to go down 1, right 2 again. 1, 2. And just like the previous one, I can do the opposite of going down 1, right 2. The inverse of going down 1, right 2 would be going up 1 and left 2. So again, I went up 1, left 2 as the inverse of -1/2. Again, I'm going to do it one more time from this point. I'm going to go up 1, left 2, make that point, grab my straight edge that I have, and I'm going to graph my line. All right, let's go ahead and have you do one on your own. Let's go ahead and have you graph the equation of the line y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Again, where I would start is finding the y-intercept point and then using the slope from that y-intercept point. My hint to you is this. You should end up with at least 1 point in quadrant 1 and 1 point in quadrant 3. If you have not paused the video, would you please pause the video at this time so that way you can check it when you're finished. Alright, so you should be finished. Let's go ahead and check it. Y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Again, the y-intercept is +1. So I'm going to put a point at +1. Slope is 3/4 x. So I'm going to go up 3, right 4. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me the 0.44 there. The inverse of going up 3, right 4 is going down 3 and left 4. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here are my 2 points, one of which is in quadrant 1, right up here, the other one which is in quadrant 3 down here. I've graphed my line, and now I'm finished. Good luck graphing lines.